Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video. We're gonna get right into it. Appreciate all the support on the last video. Got a lot to cover today, so we're gonna get right into it. Today's video is in reference to a feature that I mentioned on in the last video. It's the games coming to stream. It's not just that, but we'll get into it. So without further ado, let's pull that up here, and we're gonna start right here. We're doing this for a very specific reason. So we're gonna start here, and we're gonna go through all of the icons that you see on the screen here. Now, this is basically this channel here within the Discord is basically for emoji suggestions and basically like a that's basically what this is. So now in reference to let's just get right into it. Let's just get right into it. Okay. So there are a lot of changes that are going to be implemented in this new reset and everything that we got going on. So essentially what I'm going to be doing with this particular channel within the Discord is I'm going to be consistently updating it and putting, games basically that you can expect to see. I'll get into that in a second, but so let's go right into the first icon that you will see within, because we're going to go through it right after we do these icons. We're going to go through it so that you can see. Okay. So the first icon, this is the YouTube icon. So obviously, so in reference to this one has been repurposed. This one is going to be I'll explain a little bit more of what I'm about to say in a second, but this one is going to be letting you know which games are exclusive YouTube content. Okay, that's basically what this means. We're streaming, so theoretically everything is being recorded, right? So if that is the case, then everything has the potential to make it to YouTube. That's the way that that's the way that I'm handling streaming this time around. So the YouTube, very easy to understand. It's exclusive YouTube content. Okay. All right. So that's that one. Like I said, there's a little bit more to that, but we'll get to that in a second. Now, the Xbox here, these are kind of all interconnected. I'm going to let you know right now, all of these icons are very interconnected. So you will see this Xbox icon as well as the Steam one. And this is basically letting you know what platform I will be playing the game on. And that's not to say that it's only available on that platform. That's just where I will be playing it from. Okay. So that's Xbox, that's the Steam. It's very, it's simple. Now this one is a slightly more complicated. Okay. So now this one, you are going to see this PC icon here partnered up with the Xbox icon as well. And the reason for that is because of this icon here. This is why I said they're interconnected. This is the Game Pass icon. For those, I'm on Xbox. I'm also, as you can see, on Steam. But PlayStation coming down the line. But for now, we're on Xbox, and now there are some games on the list that are on Game Pass. So for those who have Game Pass and are subscribed to Game Pass, it's free basically, right? So the reason why you'll see these Xbox and PC icons here partnered up is usually to to identify some sort of like crossplay in a sense. To it sometimes you'll see Steam in there as well, but PC is basically letting you know that I'm on PC playing an Xbox game that is in Game Pass. You see how I did that? That's basically what that means. Um that's basically what that means. So I can't explain it any better than that. So I'm gonna leave that right as it is. Um so that's when you'll see those partnered. You'll usually see those three combined typically to mean just that. All right, so we're gonna go right on to the next one. This one is a fun one. This one is a fun one for all of you out there. This one is a fun one. This is the co-op icon. Now, this brief explanation for this one. This obviously is attached to any game that I will be producing content for that has co-op. Okay. Now I said that a specific way for a reason. Now, I mentioned in the last video that the games coming to stream, that list is going to consistently see updates, whether it's new games, whether it's going to be, it's pretty much that it's going to be updated. Okay. Because I have a suggestion. See, this is where this is. I have suggestions. I have game suggestions, music, so if people put games in the suggestions and I'm like, that, that seems, it's getting added to the list. So this isn't a definitive list. It's not a final list by any means. I made updates to it today, and I'll explain what I mean right after this. So actually, in reference to this icon and the next one, we'll get into that. So I debated on whether to put like 2-player co-op or 4-player co-op, or I debated on whether to go back and forth to do that. But what I am doing right now is whenever you see this icon, that means Discord's got an update. That means that there is a slot open in reference to the game that you're looking at. Okay? Max says hi. So what I'm going to be doing is, this is why I made mention of it. Check this frequently, because specifically with co-op games, if I have like if the roster's full, or if I have enough slots, it's the same, saying the same thing. I'm going to remove the co-op icon. So the co-op icon lets you know I am actively looking for people. If you don't see the co-op icon next to a game that you know has co-op, that means one of two things. One, either I have decided to play that game single player, or two, the co-op slots for that particular game is full. That's what that means. Okay? So that's what that means. All right? So whenever you see the co-op icon, I'm going to reiterate, keep checking. Whenever you see the co-op icon, that means that I am actively looking for people to play with. Okay? All right. Now we're going to go on to the next one, which is actually the most important icon out of, I don't know, any icon I'll ever make, I guess. I don't know. This one here is this one here is very close to home. Now, as I mentioned in the last video, and as I will continue to say, so just kind of get used to it, I am a clean content creator. That is who I am. That is what I will be until the day that I die. Okay? On stream, off stream, offline, online, I am a clean content creator. Now, what comes with being a clean content creator is a very narrow selection of games, because games rated M typically have things that clean content creators wouldn't not approve of, but wouldn't put out there. Strong language, you know, drugs and stuff, sexual content, meaning, partial nudity, brief nudity, or full on nudity. Just these are the things that clean content creators wouldn't put out there. Now, what I'm doing with this is, well, the reason that I struggled with this is because I continue to ask myself over and over and over for about a month and a half to 2 months. I was just battling with this, How do I remain who I am and still be able to do what I want to do? How can I maintain the integrity of being a clean content creator, but still wanting to have different experiences? With this particular icon here, my struggle was what message was I sending to my audience? The reason why I said that is because I can play a rated M game that has a whole bunch of stuff in it that I wouldn't put out, right? That I wouldn't live stream or put out, just raw. And it won't do anything to me. It won't affect me in any way. I know that already. But what message am I sending about myself? That is why this was a very, very emotional topic for me. I was in tears because I wanted to do the right thing by the people by the audience that I'm attracting, but I still wanted to branch out and show you different things that other people just aren't doing. Nobody that I follow, clean content creators, nobody that I follow is doing this that I can see. I'm not saying there's nobody doing this. I'm just saying in my exposure area, that's probably not a thing, but you understand what I'm saying. In my area of influence, in my circle, I don't see anyone doing this. So what this icon means here is that, remember when I said about the YouTube thing? This is going to directly pair with YouTube for the most part. 99% of the time, this is going to pair with YouTube. The reason I'm saying that is because if there is any kind of language or any of the things that I mentioned before, the games that have that in it that I do want to play and produce content in, they are going to, number one, I'm going to have a disclaimer. Maybe at the end, maybe at the beginning of every episode, I have like a pre-recorded kind of thing, pre-recorded disclaimer. But not only am I going to have that, but the rated M games are going to be recorded off stream, offline, edited by my standards, and then uploaded to YouTube. So the rated M icon is going to be partnered with the YouTube icon because the games that are rated M will be exclusively recorded for YouTube. I won't be streaming them. Okay. The reason why I said 99% of the time of this, that this is accurate, because games like 7 Days to Die, I don't know how many of you know about that. It's a survival crafting game. It's like Minecraft mixed with a whole bunch of zombies, right? That's a rated M game, but other than like, maybe a little bit of gore. There's no language in there. There's no nudity in there. There's not even any like, to my knowledge, that I've experienced. I've already done a series on this twice. There's no strong language or anything. So even I'm going to put the rated M next to it, but what you need to look for is the YouTube icon. That's what's most important in this pair, because there's going to be rated M games that I will be streaming, because you can avoid the rated M content. But what you want to pay attention to in reference to this is the YouTube icon. That will let you know that it's going to be exclusively YouTube content. I think I've said that about 7 to 8 times at this point. So, you get the point. Okay? Now, the next one, this one, self-explanatory, but this is more of a down the line kind of thing. This requires specific equipment with a specific type of setup for what I'm trying to do. Okay? So this one just kind of, this one, keep in the back of your mind that I have plans for this to come to the stream as content. Just keep that in mind, okay? We already talked about the Game Pass, so now, without further ado, we're going to bring you into games coming to stream. All right, we'll start from the beginning. You can take a look. I'm gonna show you every game, okay? Again, like I said, this is still being updated, okay? This is still being updated. I forgot to mention this before. Every game, as you can see right here, every game that has a rated M icon next to it, I am taking that game, plugging it into IMDb. I don't know how many of you know what that is, but TV shows, movies, reviews, things of that nature, but it also has game reviews. Now, I'm just letting you know what my process is. So I put the name of the game in there. I find the game in the search results. I go through the little page of the game, right? And then if it has, because if it's teen, like as you can see, Arc here, it has no rating. So it's either teen and below, okay? I always put rated M if it's rated M, okay? If it's not there, then it's teen or below, meaning teen, E for everyone, all of that stuff, right? So the game specifically rated M, I put that into IMDb. I go to the rating, click on it, and it tells me why it's rated M. It tells me, it rates the language, it rates the different types of content that make it rated M. So, that is what is going to determine whether or not these might all get updated. I've done certain things in here. I haven't started from the top. That is my next objective. That's at the top of my to-do list, to basically start from the top and go all the way down, in order. So I have made updates in reference to this. I'll tell you about the game when because we'll see it. I'll mention it to you. But as a result of that website, it tells you what words, if it's profanity in the game, it'll tell you what words are in the game. Sometimes it'll tell you when you'll experience it, what exactly they're saying. You understand what I'm saying? So it gives me a lot of information in order to keep my list as accurate as possible. Okay? So, here, Conan Exiles, it's rated M. That's what it's rated. But as it relates to us, you won't see any rated M content. Outside of maybe violence and a little bit of gore from like dismemberment of the, limbs and stuff like that. That's really it. Okay. Dead by Daylight, this is the current series. Yeah, I'm dating this video. But yeah, see how you can, this one I made sure that I put Steam, because that's where I'm going to be playing it from. That's why I said PC is different. So look, let me compare these two right here. Both of these, I'm playing them on the PC. The difference is this one is specific to Steam, And the reason why I have PC here and not Steam, because this isn't a Steam. This one right here, Sifu, this isn't a Steam game. See how I say via Epic Games with controller? So I'm gonna be playing it on PC, but I bought it from Epic Games. So that's right there. You can see the difference. I'm gonna keep scrolling, but like I said, all of this might not even be YouTube. I might. That's why I said they're gonna be updated. I'm letting you know right now. The reactions you're seeing are reactions from my community. I told them to go ahead and well, let me say this. Let me say this real quick. Specifically the co-op games. I am going to be looking to my staff and my regulars to be playing those with me. I'll release what it means to be a regular. I talked about it in the last video, but I will release what it means to be a regular in an upcoming video so that you understand, so that you understand exactly what's expected. I will be looking to them. So, for the people that have essentially right now, as far as I can tell, the people who have reacted, letting me know, I told them to go ahead and look at the co-op games, react with something that is, just react to it. I'll be able to see who reacted with what, but I told them go ahead and react to it so I know what you're interested in playing with me. What series or game that you're interested in playing with me. Okay? So that's why you're seeing these reactions. I'm just letting you know. Okay? So I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Again, like I said, I'm going through all of these. Okay? I'm going through all of these. They're going to be updated. So this right now is just, you can pause and all of that stuff. I'm just scrolling through and letting you know which game. Did we pass it? I apologize. But yeah, see, Xbox, PC. This one is actually on Game Pass, I think. Yeah, it is. So here we go. Game Pass. There you go. See how easy it is to update it? It's just like that. It takes some time and you got to really like pay attention to it. So all of this, yeah. Again, this is giving you a raw skeleton of what this looks like. Now, remember when I told you I made some edits today? It was specifically to Fable. I put Fable. Now, this game is like, it's a cartoon, somewhat. Not really a cartoon, but animated kind of thing. Okay? Don't hate me in the comments. I'm sorry. I don't know the difference between cartoon and animated. I'm right. So I put this into IMDb. They let me know that in the first Fable, there is some language that's used, and I decided that I didn't want this to be on stream. It's not very crazy, but it's not a reflection of who I am. Even though it was sporadic, that's what they're saying. I don't even remember hearing that in the game. This is why I mean, what the word that they said was used in this game that made it whatever. I don't even remember hearing that. And I've played through that game already. I beat the game already. What we're going to be doing is the remastered version or the definitive edition, I think it is. The anniversary edition. Because it's been so long since I played it. So we're going to be doing all three of them. The 2 and 3 I didn't finish. So this was one of my favorite games when it first came out. Moving on, that's a little bit too much information. Let's keep moving. But updates I made to these, I took the YouTube logo off both of them because I researched this entire thing and this is the only one that has to go to YouTube. So that's just so I'll probably make another video showing the updated list, but yeah, we gotta finish Outlast. I know you guys have no idea what I'm talking about. My community knows exactly what I'm talking about. I made like 8-9 parts in this game. We're almost finished with it, but none of it, well, it was posted to YouTube. It's going to get reposted and we gotta finish it. Again, probably too much information. But so yeah, this is just, you can scroll, you can pause, you can look at all of this. This is just me giving you a look as to what we'll be playing and some examples of what we're doing. Okay? So, I'm just letting you see. Okay? Just letting you see. Here's the VR section. You might see some games you like, you might see some that you didn't. Okay? We're almost done. Yeah, these are some OG Xbox ones. This is from 360 and stuff like that. I got this on my wish list on Xbox. We'll get to that in another video, because I'm gonna make a video basically letting you know how to support. It's like a short video. It's gonna be specific to it's gonna be specific, because there's different ways to support via Xbox. There's different ways to support via Steam. Because I did put a lot of this stuff. That's it. There's the bottom. I did put a lot of this stuff on my wish list, stuff that I don't have right now. These are under review. These are going to expand. These are all series. These are going to expand. The reason these are going to expand is because pretty much all of them are, if I'm not mistaken, maybe not Dragon Balls, I don't know. This is why I said they're under review. All of these will be put into that IMDb page that I was telling you about. IMDb. Sorry, I keep saying it fast because I'm used to it. The IMDb page, and then they'll be expanded. Obviously, there's multiple CODs, there's multiple Far Cry's. 6 just came out. Battlefield, Dragon Age, Dragon Ball Z, Crackdown. There's only 3 of those, but they'll be expanded, and I'm not gonna edit this. I'm gonna delete this and then put in the new games. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna put in the new games there. So one thing I want to say about this one here, we're gonna be playing this on both. That's why the and is there. Not complicated, but there you go. So again, you saw an example of how I'm using these different icons. But again, I am going to give you an updated video to where these may or may not be added. I just have to take the time to do it. It's so much to do. I promise you, it's so much to do. That rated M thing, I'm not gonna lie to you, is probably the biggest thing that's happened to my community, to my channel, to my content. This is such a big change. Such a big change. So yeah. So for those of you in my Discord, check this out. This video is way too long. For those of you who are in my Discord, check it out. Did I do this? I did. Okay. So for those of you who are in my Discord, I said that 3 times. Check it out. Consistently check it out. It's going to be updated. Look through everything, even the ones that you're not interested in, because some of them, I don't want to get into all of that. Like I said, video's too long. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I will see y'all next stream. Stream link and Discord link down in the description. Feel free to comment, give me feedback. I love you all. Until the next video. Y'all know the motto. If you're gonna do it, do it right. All right, y'all. Love y'all.